fade there. That's my hand.
It's another fractured love song. You told me you'd love me forever, so we vowed in sickness and in health. But I never vowed about that fighting and all of your walking out. We had a little house down by the river, one we found a long time ago. And now you wanna go to the city, leaving my life here all alone. So where does all the love go when it's gone? Where does all the love go when it's wrong? So wrong. Where does all the love go when it's gone? When it's gone, gone, gone. She called me last night during dinner, and she said she was thinking about coming home. And she asked me if I still loved her. I said dinner was getting cold. So where does all the love go when it's gone? Where does all the love go when it's wrong? When it's gone, 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 and it's wrong, wrong, wrong. Where does all the love go when it's gone? Now I met a young woman in the valley, and she has a child, is all alone. She sings songs and makes me laugh with her. Oh, it's like no one's coming home. Where does all the love go when it's gone? Where does all the love go when it's wrong? When it's gone, 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 and it's wrong, wrong, wrong. Where does all the love go when it's gone? When it's gone, gone, gone. Where does all the love go when it's gone?
Nice. Yes, sir. Fractures. Where would we be without fractures?
What are you talking about?
Fractures. Alice, you want to sit in on us?
Sure.
You got that woman with you too. Who's that woman?
Judi Neal.
Oh yeah. Come on in. I gotta hit the stuff.
wrote a song about leaving Texas. Judge Stetson had one about staying. Texas songs. So I'm from California. First time I came out, it's like Texas might grow on me like a fungus sort of.
Think it's kind of like a fungus.
But I got into it after a while. But this is when the first time I came with my wife, went through El Paso. That's in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And down to the south to do something. Then we had to come up to see my daughter in Plano, and back across. It was like, the joke was, are we still in Texas? So. Half-baked plans under a sun-baked sky. Scrambled eggs enough to make a chicken cry. Water runs muddy, river runs low, floating on a tube down to Mexico. I used to be a milkman, I drove a milk truck, carried round a rabbit's foot for good luck. Never did much for that rabbit, I'm told. He left his good luck down a rabbit hole. Yeah, he left his good luck down a rabbit hole. Now we got half the state of Texas to still drive through. Man, I've been stuck in this car since the middle of June. Albuquerque's coming, it can't come too soon. Come on, baby, let's go. Come on, baby, let's go. I know the time of day and I know the time of life. I go to bed at night, stare at my wife. She sleeps like a baby on an angel's wings. Loves it when I play, she hates it when I sing. Loves it when I play, she hates it when I sing. Now we got half the state of Texas to still drive through. The tumbleweeds are tumbling, air conditions got the blues. It's as hot as hell, but without the scenic view. Come on, baby, let's go. Come on, baby, let's go. This land's so flat, it's hardly even there. I can't tell if we're moving at all. I might have stayed here a little too long. I'm starting to call everybody y'all. Thunder in the distance, lightning on the brain. Humidity enough to make a man insane. Hailstones bigger than a monkey's nose. Eating barbecue till the bars all close. Yeah, we'll be eating barbecue till the bars all close. Now we got half the state of Texas to still drive through. The radio plays static and real bad country tunes. It's as hot, Albuquerque's coming, it can't come too soon. Come on, baby, let's go. Come on, baby, let's go. Let's go. Come on, baby, let's go. Come on, baby, let's. Come on, baby, let's go.
Yep.
What's the line about hotter than hell?
But without the scenic view.
It's 13.
A lot of people didn't get that.
That's a great line.
It's 13 hours driving from Texarkana to El Paso.
No shit.
13
Yeah, that's if you don't stop
Right.
at Buc-ee's.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
And then it's like 18 hours.
Plus you got a whole carload of shit you didn't need in the
That's
first
it,
place.
right.
So my
Little
brother was
plastic bag.
visiting, and I know New Braunfels now. And I said, you got to see this Buc-ee's. It is a town of gas pumps.
Oh, yes.
Well,
It's
They've infected Tennessee. There's one in East Tennessee now.
yeah, it's like a
Wow.
little America in Wyoming used to be.
Wow.
So, someone have a Buc-ee's song?
No.
No.
Not yet.
All right. Well, next year,
I'm not
bring
sure I
a
want to
Buc-ee's
encourage
song.
that.
Yeah, that is a point. I don't think I'd want to write that song.
And sing to us.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Carl.
Do you want me to hold that really nice
you
guitar?
can't stay awake any longer, Carl?
Gotta
What a
go.
weenie.
Greener pasture.
Weenie. Don't come knocking on my door before 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna be asleep.
Okay.
Okay, so I think I sang this the other day, but I don't think any of you were here. So, maybe Bill was here.
I was here. I'm always here.
You was here.
Sorry.
No, we actually had a big circle this
I
morning.
know. I heard
You
about
missed
it.
Ah, yeah.
Somebody came by me and said, "There's a party going on at Camp NashBill.
Right, yeah.
20 people."
Oh, that was good. That was
It was a
good.
great song.
You just can't go anywhere, can you?
It's
No,
the
I
vibe.
can't. You know, most of the time here, though, if I walked away from this camp, this thing would disintegrate most of the time.
Well, that's right. We're glad
Into
you're here.
quantum foam.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, this is okay. I came back from Kerrville one year. My husband and I run a horse boarding stable, and you look out the front window of the house and you see the barn, and there's a sliding door in front of the barn, and people board their horses there, and they live in town, and they come out to visit, and then they play with their horse, and then they go back to town, and when they leave, they're supposed to shut the barn door. No. So, I came home from Kerrville and bursting with music, and my husband looks out the front window and he says, "Just can't keep that barn door closed." And I said, "It's got rhythm." Barnyard, barnyard woes, just can't keep that barn door closed. Horses out along the road, just can't keep that barn door closed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Storm clouds rolling in, barn doors open wide again. Kicking out a big old wind, grit between my teeth again. Barnyard, barnyard woes, just can't keep that barn door closed. Horses out along the road, just can't keep that barn door closed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little cowboy, don't you know, each time you get up and go, take a minute, just be sure you close that old barn door. Barnyard, barnyard woes, just can't keep that barn door closed. Horses out along the road, just can't keep that barn door closed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tall man looking fine, like to drink the ladies' wine. Till you find that perfect rose, best to keep that barn door closed. Barnyard, barnyard woes, just can't keep that barn door closed. Horses out along the road, just can't keep that barn door closed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty girl, you talk sweet, from your head down to your feet. You may think he loves you more, but he's just thinking of the old barn door. Barnyard, barnyard woes, just can't keep that barn door closed. Horses out along the road, just can't keep that barn door closed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Count to 10 and maybe more. 8 I told you times before. Don't forget to shut that door.
You gonna be at Focal Lights in February?
Probably not.
I've got a room. I want you in there if you're coming.
Where is it? Is it in,
I'm gonna be running one of my packs.
I mean, is it in Kansas City or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't stay up late enough.
Yeah.
So here I am. Not too good. Middle of the night.
So I work in healthcare. Sometimes I work with terminally ill patients, and I was with a couple once, and it really moved me because the man was talking to his wife, and he said, "I'll never leave you, and when you think I'm gone, I'm going to be in that sycamore tree." So they had this sycamore tree in their yard that they both really loved, and so this song is called the Sycamore Tree. When I die and pass away, do not mourn me, dear. Don't make me some dreary ghost. You can shed a couple tears. Then let me be that sycamore tree that brings you summer shade. Down in the meadow where we've always walked, where children play. I'll bring you summer shade. Now you and me, we love that tree. We see it every day. The bark is always mottled, 'cause the old bark peels away. But there it shows the bark that grows underneath, so fresh and new. And in the early morning when it's glistening with the dew, I'll be here with you. And when that chilly winter comes, sit by your firelight's glow. Then look out your window at the starlight and the snow that lies beneath that sycamore tree, though the branches may seem bare. In the peaceful crystal stillness of the winter's air, I'll be waiting there. We've watched the seasons change each year and the winters turn to spring. I'll be whispering in the new leaf when the robin sings. Well, heaven's not that far away, we can always bring it near, 'cause the music's always playing, love, you only have to hear. Just listen and you'll hear. Let me be that sycamore tree that brings you summer shade. Down in the meadow where we always walk and where the children play, I'll bring you summer shade. You and me and the sycamore tree.
Nice. Yeah, that's great. I can see that one.
It's like the camera is pointing toward me.
It sure is.
I'm grooving to the band of the avatars, Krishna crunching on electric guitar, Buddha jamming with the glow on his face, thumping out the bottom on a doghouse bass. Jesus dances on the water, Jesus dances on the water, Jesus dances on the water. Vishnu drumming, kicking the song, banging on a cymbal, wailing on a gong, keeping down the rhythm in the cosmic concert on a drum as big as the universe. Jesus dances on the water, Jesus dances on the water, Jesus dances on the water. Many chick singers in the Avatar band, Joanna, Susanna, and Mary Magdalene. Mother Mary says this party's getting dry. Jesus says I'm gonna turn the water into wine. Jesus dances on the water, Jesus dances on the water, Jesus dances on the water. Hallelujah, Hare Krishna, big kahuna, dance the hula, bye-bye bad karma, hello nirvana, all together, tequila. say Vishnu disappears, we don't know how. Then he rides back in on a sacred cow. Shiva's blowing on the saxophone. Brahma keeps singing, Om, Om, Om. Jesus dances on the water. 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 Jesus dances on the water, children. Jesus dances on the water. Amen.
Nice.
You have too much
Nice.
fun.
Yeah, too much fun.
I missed a word or two in there, but oh well.
You counting scorpions?
Oh yeah.
I was trying to figure out this little device.
You don't get that G string too tight.
Holy brother.
Hey. Do a big introduction to this
Science thing. Anita, our landlady back in the day, did everything around the place. Plus she kept the books and bookings neat for her husband Bucky's diesel fleet. That woman's work was never done. She pushed harder than anyone I've seen any place in my whole life. But I was only the age of 5. Anita sang when we were by ourselves. You never heard anyone lean in and belt it out so clean like she could do. She made it seem like we could too. Anita would take my mom and me in a rickety old green GMC. We'd start in the dark and be long gone to the trout stream fishing by break of dawn. I'd say of all the times I've known, that place had a magic all its own. The pace was slow by the riverside. We just laid low. We stayed so quiet, concerned to never scare the fish. I learned all the clever things they did, trying to steal the bait right off my hook. I learned to take all the steps we took to hide our catch. We'd act real bored when strangers stepped along the shore and asked us, "Are you catching much?" And we'd answer back, "Nope, no luck." Be sure our lies sounded real. We'd avert our eyes. We'd hide our creel. We didn't want anyone to know. We knew all the best damn fishing holes. Anita sang when we were by ourselves. You never heard anyone lean in and belt it out so clean like she could do. She made it seem like we could too. We'd catch our fill, maybe more. Brookies, brownies, rainbows galore, and we'd take 'em on back to the truck, to truck 'em home, to cook 'em up. Now that truck was prone to breaking down if you'd up and roam away from town. We'd stuff an engine fire with moss, wrap some wire around a broke exhaust. Anita sang while she drove along. Her voice rang clear, true and strong. She'd laugh and smile at everything. After a while you just have to sing. 'Cause Anita sang when we were by ourselves. You never heard anyone lean in and belt it out so clean like she could do. She made it seem like we could too. sparkling eyes. She taught us fun or funny songs and got us all to sing along. The takeaway for this little boy is singing is a way for a bit of joy. I thought everyone must sing, why not? Ain't that the normal thing? Anita sang when we were by ourselves. He never heard anyone leaning and belting out so clean like she could do. And she made it seem like we could too.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give this to Judi.
Okay.
So a song about being a kid. My mama was an Okie. Daddy was a Texan. And I was born in Louisiana, the year Hank Williams died. And I was raised on shape note singing every time the doors were open. Jukebox buzzing all around our head down at the Church of Christ.
Yeah.
My daddy had a paper route through the Shreveport Times, Longstreet, Logansport, and Keachai, long before daylight. And on Sundays, Mom went with him. Papers flying out both windows. We'd be sleeping in the back seat on DeSoto Parish nights. DeSoto Parish nights. Evening news, black and white. Said our prayers, closed our eyes. DeSoto Parish nights. Summer evenings after bedtime, while the crickets whistled Dixie and far off trains were moaning beneath the crescent August moon. There in our little rent house in Mansfield, Louisiana, I'd be dreaming of a bigger world from inside my tiny room. See, our lives was plain and simple, like a fried bologna sandwich. And we had those pretty often when the paper route slowed down. But we never did go hungry, though we did do some complaining. But even poor white folks were better off than the other side of town. All DeSoto Parish nights, evening news, black and white, said our prayers, closed our eyes. DeSoto Parish nights. And then one Sunday evening, a black couple came from Shreveport, sat out on the back pew as communion trays were passed around. They're only here to stir up trouble. Well, that's what our preacher told us. The two deacons headed for the back quickly showed him out. I hang my head when I remember those whites only signs on restrooms and how casually I use that word as if I had a right. Sometimes on summer evenings, well, I could smell the crosses burning, deepening the darkness of DeSoto Parish nights. DeSoto Parish nights. Evening news, black and white. Said our prayers and closed our eyes. DeSoto Parish nights. Said our prayers, closed our eyes. DeSoto Parish nights. Mama was an Okie. Daddy was a Texan, and I was born in Louisiana, the year Hank Williams died.
Yeah.
That's picture shows.
Yep. It's that.
That's yours, Randy?
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah, just telling it like it is. It's so powerful.
What's going to do? That's 265. We haven't done that here. My dad was a church of Christ minister. He was not that one.
Yeah, I went to that church.
Good to hear you.
Yeah, me too.
Acapella church.
Yep.
I don't anymore.
Yeah, neither do I. Obviously.
What are we doing? 65. Of course. Well, yeah, that's the way we always do. So back
Yeah,
to
it
back.
makes sense to me. I was figured so.
Hear the snap of sheets hanging on the line as the warm breeze sweeps the yard. Fills this place with the smell of clean. I hear the beating of my heart as I lay here in fresh cut grass and watch the clouds drift by. You know life was sweet and it was just for me. Summer of '65, and I still hear that womp as the ball hit my glove. I was squatting behind home plate, 2 outs, 3 runs on. Oh, the count was full, 3-2, and the air was electrified. Yeah, he fanned that flame, we won that game in the summer of '65. We were innocent, we were so naive, we did not understand Vietnam or Martin Luther King. The world was spinning faster, and our days were slipping by, and our questions started mounting in the summer of '65. Yeah. You know, '65 was the year of Watson, the Edmund Pettus Bridge. And we all sang we shall overcome, not knowing what it meant. But it made the old folks nervous and put fear in their eyes. I guess the status quo was DOA in the summer of '65. Yeah. You know,
Yeah, but in the park or what?
we played moonlit
That's it.
games in the dark, streak in the dark, fighting off the Viet Cong invading the neighbor's yard. Whoa, the feeling, it's with me in the stillness of the night. We started playing war, a whole lot more in the summer of '65. We were innocent, we were so naive, we did not understand Vietnam or Martin Luther King. And the world was spinning faster, and our days were slipping by, and our questions started mounting in the summer of '65. Yeah. Whoa, so here I am, I'm an older man, I just turned 65. And if I could, I'd like to leave something good behind. Well, maybe when my grandkids turn darkness into light. But the best I can do is to give to them a summer like '65. We were innocent, we were so naive, we did not understand Vietnam or Martin Luther King. And the world was spinning faster, and our days were slipping by, and our questions started mounting in the summer of '65. Yeah, the questions started mounting back in the summer of '65.
couple times. What up, Richard?
Well, you know, I'm just too fucking tired to play, so I'm gonna do a couple poems again.
Okay, sounds
Since we
good.
have a real poet over here.
Yes.
These are both within the first week. I don't know why. This first is called Love Doesn't Give a Shit.
Sounds like a song Meatloaf would have done.
Yeah, really.
That was it. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Love doesn't give a shit. Love doesn't give a shit. Love could swear like a drunken sailor, but doesn't. It waits, unrattled. Love knows it can outlast anything. Such confidence. Anger and hatred flex useless muscles. Forget them. Despair can't compete either. Meanwhile, fear, love's loyal but misguided cousin, flails about in electric panic, doomed attempts at protection. But love waits, sitting unnoticed at the cafe table, until grief, love's oldest and best friend, shows up. Love smiles, grabs her hat and coat, and they leave arm in arm to do what they need to do. Look up, look at everything, feel everything, love says to everyone. No rush, whenever you're ready. Love waits, doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
And this one, it probably climate change everywhere, but California, we had rain like we're not supposed to have. A big, just steady rain when my wife went down. And so it's called rain. I would have said, I've never seen so many steady days of rain in Southern California. No, she would have said, neither have I. We would have recalled a storm many years ago when I filled and placed sandbags outside the patio doors and it began to flood. But that was a single event. This time it was the earth saying it will continue, at times gently, mocking our impatience for sunshine. I would have asked, was it like this when you lived in Santa Cruz? And she would have shared stories of the wet woods of Bonnie Doon and Felton. She would have wondered, ever caring, where our backyard songbirds went in this rain. The mother finch she had named Stripey. The fledglings that she saw Stripey march from the bench where they had nested and hatched months ago. She would have fretted about the bird feeder that had gotten soaked and would have tried to recall the names of other birds from our backyard observations. The orioles, the hummingbirds, the crows, the doves, the owl, and that red-shouldered hawk who occasionally terrorized the rest. We never did learn many proper names. It was the one with the long tail feathers, or that one with the white belly. That was enough for us. She would have wondered where her beloved geese were now, the geese who trumpeted their way across our sky now and then. She would have wondered about all these things and more. She would have sipped tea and smiled, and we would have sat together and wondered. That's what we would have done.
Yeah, that's great.
So Bill,
Yeah.
there's a song I'm working on and I want to play it, but I forgot my shortcut capo. And what are the chances that somebody here would have one? It's just
Yeah,
probably not gonna
they
happen.
even beat me to it.
Spam box.
Mine was stuck on my guitar. Oh, I don't like those. Can't stick
I don't
them
know
on
if you
your
guys saw
guitar.
me, but
I lose them.
I was sitting over here after I sat down and I'm like taking everything out of all of my pockets.
That's how I
It's
sell
like-
more of them.
I'm like an
maybe.
idiot, you know. It's just like I've got all this stuff in all these pockets. And I just shove stuff in the pockets.
Boys, we all have our own guitar.
Yeah.
It's still like I was when I was 18. I mean, seriously, it's the same. I'm like shoving things in my pockets. Like after a gig, I'd find like all this miscellaneous money in my pockets right at the end of the night.
I'm not those gigs.
What happened to those damn gigs? Those
But I
money
don't strip
money
anymore.
gigs.
Maybe I should start looking at my pockets. I
Yeah,
had
really.
never found miscellaneous money there.
Well, you didn't show me anything down close, but
No, you should be searching his pockets.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good point. Thank
He
you.
stole it from
Sure.
you. He went through your pockets, dude.
Make sure you get your
I got
capo
nothing
back.
in my pockets.
Yeah, that's why you didn't get mine. See?
I've actually put my name in Sharpie on mine.
Did you really? Oh my God. Well, Randy said that, and all I said was, "How do you think I sell more capos? You can't find them. You buy more of them."
So Bill
I've already
showed
got
me
about 100.
how to use these
They're
shortcut
in every
capos
drawer and
right there.
everywhere.
And I swear, I wrote like 15 songs
Yeah.
using the shortcut capos. And what's really interesting is I don't play most of them that way anymore.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have written them
That's right.
if
Without
I
it.
hadn't heard those really unique kind of sounds.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, I was able to like duplicate it without the capo and get where I wanted without the capo. But I wouldn't have written those songs without it. This is kind of one of them. Well, I never walked with Mary by the ocean. I never held her hand. I never kissed her in the sand beneath the pier. Or heard the seabirds sing like a lover whispering so sweet and clear. We didn't fall in love that magic summer when she was just 16 and she had all her dreams come true. Oh, Mary's bright blue eyes are somewhere back in time, and I am by her side, but she is on the Jersey shore. She calls me by a name I've never heard before, and it is clear to me that in her memory she loves him so. Then for a little while I get to see her smile, a gift from a man I'll never know. Oh, Mary's bright blue eyes are somewhere back in time, and I'm by her bedside. Well, she is on the Jersey shore, and I will be the man she loves. That's the least that I can do. For 30 years of marriage, when I know that was true, well, I didn't get to be her first true love. The boy she's with tonight who's bringing out the light in Mary's eyes. Oh, Mary's bright blue eyes are somewhere back in time, and I am by her side. She is on the Jersey shore. Well, I never walked with Mary by the ocean, but tonight I will. I'll stay with her until she falls asleep. And what a lucky man am I to be here by your side, just walking on the Jersey shore. Oh, what a lucky man am I to be here by her side, walking on the Jersey shore.
Yeah, nice.
I was walking last night with Steve Fisher, and I played that for
Okay,
him,
Dave.
and I told him some problems I was having with it, and we talked about it for like 2 minutes,
Yeah.
and suddenly I knew how to fix it. And that's one of the things that's magical about Curvo, right? It's just magical because, you know, you can talk to someone like, you know, Bill or the Randy boys, and you can go, yeah, no, it's been bugging me, that little thing, I can't fix it. And
Bang.
you're talking to people who know what you're going through, right?
Yeah,
What you're trying to
absolutely.
fix. Yeah, it's kind of
Absolutely.
fun.
every
And you were
time.
walking, man?
Yeah, we were walking.
That's what Steve Gillette would always say. He says, you get stuck and he said,
Just
take
walk.
that song for a walk.
Yeah.
Take
That's
it for
a
a
lot
walk.
louder stimulation than
Keep that song. That's a great song.
No, I like it a lot. And the two changes just because.
It's very Richard Schindelish.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
kind of. Yeah.
That's quite a
Don't you
compliment.
think?
Yeah, I agree. I agree
Two
totally.
little changes, because I think you guys will get it. I added the word by her side. I said by her bedside.
Right. That's
Uh-huh.
the
Painted the
focus.
picture better.
Right.
Sure.
And then I used to say in honor of a lifetime when I know that was true. And now I say for the 40 years of marriage when I know that was true. And it establishes that it's the husband by the bedside, right?
Right, right.
And that makes all the difference, right?
Huge,
But
yep.
it was two teeny tiny little
Yeah.
things that were required to make it work. Anyway.
It's amazing how
Works.
sometimes
Works
we can
well.
hit so close to something and then just miss it like that.
Is this yours?
Walking around with Steve Fisher will do that to you.
You just hope a little of that rubs off.
Well, you notice I came here and played.
Thank
I
you.
didn't I didn't come in here and play all my rowdy Dickens stuff.
You're such a rowdy guy. Go ahead, Steve.
Okay. This one's called Let This Begin. I have been wise, maybe once or twice. I have been wise, but not very often. But I know I was wise when I found you, and I looked in your eyes, and we let this begin. Now I won't tell you lies, I'm gonna try to be truthful. I'm not always proud of the places I've been, but what could I do? I was living half-hearted before there was you. And we let this begin. We let it begin, just like a song in the making, like the thread spinning through a fine tapestry, like a path in the woods, leading up to a meadow where the birds all take wing. That's what your love means to me. Now I can be strong, but sometimes I'm weak. And I can be brave, but then sometimes too frightened to speak. I just stumble along, but you are my promise and my place to belong. Since we let this begin, we let it begin, like a song in the making, like the thread spinning through fine tapestry, like a path in the woods, leading up to a meadow where the birds all take wing. That's what your love means to me.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. That's pretty sweet. Judi.
We haven't bitten anybody in minutes. Besides, we would have to see your vaccine card.
Yes. You're in tune. You got that.
Sounds good. Sunday morning, it's raining softly, body close to mine. Pull the covers close around us, praying for some time. But the day calls you away from me. There's things that must be done. I feel you slip away from me. Your love is on the run. Like a bandit, like a thief in the night, stealing away. Your love is on the run. In the early days when we first met, our love was oh so new. You touch my cheek, you kiss my lips, softly say I love you. We go for walks on starry nights, talk like things before. But now you draw away from me, your love is on the run. Like a bandit, like a thief in the night, it is stealing away. Your love is on the run. Like a bandit, like a thief in the night, it is stealing away. Your love is on the run. Wish that you could know the way my heart feels deep inside. I try to find into your eyes to run away and hide. I'd like to capture you alive, count your love is wide. But your heart is just a renegade, and your love is on the run. Like a bandit, like a thief in the night, it is stealing away. Your love is on the run. Your love is on the run.
Yeah. You guys played together before, didn't you?
Once or twice.
Couple, 3 times. Alan?
On a sleepy, endless ocean, when the world lay in a dream, the first prokaryotic cell twitched and evolved for 3.8 billion years before Tom No sang from his heart, sang out our soul. Did not know how well he sang. It just left a hole, a jagged hole inside each one of us that we try to fill with stories and songs and laughter of how Tom saw everything as whole, like the rings of Saturn, like the glass of wine, like the circle of friends, saw us as wholly human, like the major who knew and the colonel who flew, whole like a pair of twins, or the heretic prayer that Galileo may or may not have prayed. Tom would be the first to say that the double helix chain that made him whole was no more unique than your DNA or mine. But Tom never has to live without hearing his laughter again. Never has to know he's not going to invite us into his home again. Offer us another pour, another ride, another bed. Without Tom, we must open our homes and make them welcoming. Fill the air with laughter and song. See each other as whole and everything as holy now.
That's it.
2 seconds to follow that.
Yeah. It's character building, Randy.
Something inspired me. And the people cried, Lord, Lord, Lord. We all feel guilty, sad and poor. You know, I think we've been ignored. We could use some help here. And he appeared leaning up against the wall in wholly faded overalls, a big cheek full of red man chaw, one gallus swinging free. He said, now the name's not Lord, it's Lloyd. But I don't get annoyed. You see, I really do enjoy. I'm unexpected. And they said, hell, you can't be the Lord. You're just some dumbass country boy. You must be nuts or unemployed. And he started grinning. And there appeared a pile of lumber. And he laughed so loud it thundered. And they all stood slack-jawed in wonder. And he built a Ferris wheel. He said, you know, life is like this wheel. The ups and downs, they seem so real, but no matter how they make you feel, it's just illusion. 'Cause there's no heaven, no hell, no sin. Just a wheel that spins and spins, and on it never ends, forever. And then he turned and he walked away. He said, I'll leave you kids to play. Enjoy every single day. You are my present. And the people cried, Lord, Lord, Lord. Well, our faith has been restored, and we no longer feel ignored. Please visit us every day. So what if God were a country boy? And his name were really Lloyd, and he said that life was to enjoy and not feel guilty. Praise the Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Tom never heard that. We would have appreciated it.
Oh, he'd have loved that. He would have loved that. Yeah, most definitely.
What are you doing?
Have a good night, Steve.
That's a hard one to follow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
I was thinking of wax banana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes me think of a wax banana.
Yeah.
You know, Anna's still sitting behind you.
And we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it back.
Just to whack you on the back of the head.
This song is I've known my wife since I was 15, and so we met.
10 years ago.
We were high school sweethearts, and went away to college together, and then got engaged, and after our sophomore year, and called it off, and then we did get married 5 years later to the day. But in the meantime, a lot of times she told me to pack my bags and be gone from her life. And so this is one of those times. I went back to my apartment after she told me to bug off, and I ran a hot bathtub, and I got in it, and I wrote this song on the tile. I tapped it out and wrote this song, and the only thing wrong with that was I thought I had a vis-a-vis, and I had a Sharpie. So, I bought that tile. You're the wax banana of my life. You're like a 3D colored dream. You're like a snowstorm in the movies, 'cause you just aren't what you seem. You're like the brush Michelangelo. In a master's hand you really click. Oh, but take away the painter, you're just pig hairs on a stick. You're the wax banana of my life. You're like a 3D colored dream. You're like a snowstorm in the movies, 'cause you just aren't what you seem. And you should have been a movie star, all the villains you could chase. And I'd love those happy endings when the credits roll across your face. Oh, and honey, never leave me. You're like the flap in my underwear. Most of the time you're useless, yet there's times I'm glad you're there. You're the wax banana of my life. You're like a 3D colored dream. You're like a snowstorm in the movies, 'cause you just aren't what you seem.
Realize how long it's been since I played this.
Oh, you should have been a movie star, all the villains you would chase. And I'd love those happy endings when the credits rolled across your face. You're the wax banana of my life. You're like a 3D colored dream. You're like a snowstorm in the movies, 'cause you're just not what you seem.
That's great.
No, well, after
Raise the rent for the next person.
yeah, it was like, this was a long time ago, but it was still quite a bit of money for me. As a college kid, so I went back and wrote a copyright signature on on that, and then left it for the next one. So, and I lost my deposit.
It's still there.
Yeah, hope so.
Along with the plaque.
I had this apartment, and my estranged ex came for a while to live with me before we said, no, this won't work. And she spilled a can of paint in the carpet, Berber carpet in the living room.
And she told you it was an accident.
And there was this big circle of blue paint in the carpet, and obviously the carpet's destroyed. So I got down there with everything, all the art supplies I could find and different paint and stuff, and I made that big blue circle the frame of the picture, and I let it be the sky, and I made a picture of a volcano and a big sun shining and palm trees and the beach and stuff like that, all in the circle, and the whole thing became this, it really looked kind of nice. The carpet was still destroyed, but it looked better than a circular blob of paint. And
You still didn't get your deposit back, did you?
my landlord called me up to tell me that I couldn't park my car between the mailbox and the side of the street the car I was trying to sell, and he came up while I wasn't there to fix the water heater that wasn't working, and he noticed that I had torn off the shower glass divider because I didn't like that, And he had me on the phone yelling at me about that, and then he went like, "What the hell is that mural on the floor?" It's like, yeah.
You're
See
right.
ya.
You're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
See ya.
See you later.
And you didn't charge him for the improvements?
Really?
Yeah, lost my deposit.
That's funny.
Of course, back then it was what, $50 or something.
Oh,
Of course, that was a lot of money.
Yeah. Almost several hundred. I think.
I remember
Yeah.
my first apartment deposit was $50 and we lost it. The water bed exploded.
That would do it.
Well, I bought a water bed, but I didn't buy the frame for it. It was just a
Those
sack
discount
of water.
beds.
Oh my
A sack
God.
of water.
Wow.
Sign for a song.
And we got a little romantic on it, and it blew up.
Of course it did.
There's a song.
Well, yeah, where's that song at?
And then the bed broke.
Hear that.
But it's a water bed.
And water.
So you were both sleeping on the wet spot.
Of course.
That's
Everybody in the building was sleeping on the wet spot.
Well, I was on the first floor, so it was all right.
That's either the chorus or the bridge. I think.
Oh man.
Well, Alan, you mentioned Tom No, and I just want to play a Dave Carter song just because of that. But this is one of my favorite Dave Carter songs. This is when he was trying to figure out which way he was going to go with his life as a man. And is it going to be a man or is he going to be a woman? And it's called Walking Away from Caroline. I'm in C suspended 2 tuning right now. That's what it sounds like. And this song just kind of fell out of it. Caroline puts Dylan on. She always sings along. She gets the words all wrong. She falls out of time, but it sounds just fine. Well, Caroline says no one else could take my place. She says it's my honest face and my simple heart and my constant mind. Man, I'm as fickle as a 10-cent knife. I'm an anchorless vessel on the ocean of life, and I'm walking away from Caroline. Caroline says that it ain't no good to shout. She don't wanna be drawn out. She's a one-eyed witch in a world gone blind. Well, Caroline says no one else could understand how she's a woman and she's a man. She's a gust of wind. She's a creeping vine. Man, all I know is that life ain't fair, and it's 4 in the morning, and I just don't care. And I'm walking away from Caroline. So I tell Caroline I'm afraid to feel too much. I say, though I'm cold to touch, still I burn inside. And I just need time. Well, Caroline says she don't mind the wait. She says that it's only fate and it's no one's fault. And it's no one's crime. Caroline swears, she says I love you, and I know she's lying, 'cause I'm lying too. Now I'm walking away from Caroline.
Is that new?
It's no, this is Dave Carter. He's been dead since 2002. So it's not new.
You do that real good.
Thank you, sir. It's the tuning. When I found the chords, it was like, holy shit, the song fell out of it. I like that when it happens.
Well, on that subject, Bill,
Yes.
I'm gonna sneak them.
I've written a couple of
Okay.
dead musician songs. One of you guys dies, maybe I'll write a song about it. One about Pete Seeger, one about John Prine, and one, I don't know many places where Dave Carter is thought of so well. Got back to her pickup truck, parked in Old Airstream. She said, it's not much to look at, but it's sheltered while you dream. No charge for the hookup, utility free. When you meet your neighbors, you're in mighty fine company. The man, he smiled and thanked God and said, well, this'll do just fine. You know, I never longed for grandeur or that water turns into wine. But just a place where I can feel the beauty of all that's come and gone. Pen and paper and my guitar, chance to write a few more songs. And there's a trailer up in heaven at the Pearly Gates Trailer Park, where you can hear the lonesome whippoorwill, the mourning dove and the meadowlark. And one man's voice soft and plaintive, strumming his guitar. Well, Dave Carter's moved up to heaven at the Pearly Gates Trailer Park. The trailer's rarely quiet. Seems like every night somebody drops by. Well, just last week, Towns Van Zandt sang a song so sad it made the angels cry. And John Lennon comes by just to imagine what if the world had a brand new start. And God and Janice came by to sing, take another little piece of my heart. And there's a trailer up in heaven at Pearly Gates Trailer Park, where you can hear the lonesome whippoorwill, the mourning dove and the meadowlark. And one man's voice soft and plaintive, strumming his guitar. Well, Dave Carter's moved up to heaven at Pearly Gates Trailer Park. Dave Carter's moved up to heaven
at Pearly Gates Trailer Park.
Nice, nice. And yes, I'm going to check that chair tomorrow to see if it's about ready to break. 'Cause it sure is a percussion instrument now. These chairs never break, so that I don't know. I'm gonna have to tighten some screws
I
or
think it might
something.
just be a
Okay,
screw.
Randy. I think
I
you're
have not
right.
got used to these hours yet.
And I just knocked one over.
Hey, that's okay. I mean, they
was
just don't
fun.
sit down after it's fallen.
Good to hear you.
Good to see y'all.
Yeah,
It's scary.
What part?
Fayetteville.
Oh. The infamous thing.
And why is it infamous?
Oh, I'm cold. Right. It's got
That's why I got my jacket.
Wow.
I said, man,
Yeah, Jack Williams. I don't know why you said Fayetteville.
this feels familiar, doesn't it? This feels familiar. Just us left. We're always the last at the circle.
So we finally made it. And Kelly and Don are here.
Are Kelly Don?
No, they're not.
Oh, I haven't seen him.
That job.
Enjoy.
Good night, Randy. Thanks for showing up.
My home is not in Hollywood, not in Washington, D.C. My home is not in Austin, Texas, not in Nashville, Tennessee. Some places just string me along and won't let me be free. Some places when I sing my song won't sing along with me. It's not where I belong or long to be. When I heard it from the Buddhist teacher, I understood at last. Our true home is not in the future, it is not in the past. Our true home is in the here and now I'm learning fast. When trouble comes around somehow, I don't get too downcast. One thing I've found, this too shall pass. Why worry about the future when there's no way to know? Why hang on to memories? Just let them go and take it as it goes. Go with the flow. Why worry about the future? There's no way to know. Why hang on to memories? Let them go and take it as it goes. Go with the flow. Highway disappears under my wheels. I leave it all behind. Never mind the tears, time will heal. I don't mind taking my time. There's no home for me yesterday in all them places I came from. And if no home waits along my way in all the days still yet to come, what will be, and what's done is done. Why worry about the future when there's no way to know? Why hang on to memories? let 'em go. Take it as it goes. Go with the flow. Why worry about the future? There's no way to know. Why hang on to memory? Let 'em go. Take it as it goes. Go with the flow.
Yep, that's it.
Philosophy right there.
That's it. That sums it up right on. Man, I'm telling you. Yeah, it did. It's down to 3 of us. Oh, God.
Good night song.
You have one, or you want? You do good.
Chit chat with on a tune.
Good, because if I was going to play the lullaby, I'd have to retune. Take about 20 minutes with CD, C, G, C, G, C, D. None of those notes except the G are in original tuning, in standard tuning. The rest of them change. Anyway.
In the quiet, misty morning, when the sun begins to rise, may you greet the new day dawning, and joy light up your eyes. I know you've had some hard times, I know the nights are long, but your heart is full of dreaming, and the angels dream along. May you dream with the angels. You're not alone, as it might seem. Sueños con los angelitos, with the angels may you dream. May your heart be filled with hopefulness, as on your knees you pray for the courage to get through this and welcome brighter days. I know it wasn't easy to take the path you chose. You could have played it safer, but instead you chose to grow. May you dream with the angels. You're not alone, as it might seem. Sueños con los angelitos, with the angels may you dream. In the time between light and darkness, as the day comes to an end, do you feel your angels near you? Do you feel the love they send? May you dream with the angels.
you're not alone, as it might seem. Sueños con los angelitos, with the angels make you dream, with the angels make you dream.
That's gorgeous. It's very nice. Sounds like a good last song. I guess
You could do the last song.
I could play this one because I'm in this tuning, so I could play it because this is in this tuning. But it's not exactly uplifting. On the other hand, it's not exactly, and this is it. And I kind of vacillated on whether this was going to make the CD, but it made the CD because Dave, my producer, basically said, "Oh, but I want that on there." And I said, "Okay, well, whatever."
Is it positive?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, yeah, in a way. I mean, it's about COVID, so how positive can it be?
Dreadfully.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. He liked it. We actually kind of semi-rewrote it because one of the, you know how sometimes you write the song and one of the verses is like, you know, it's not really there, and it like fits in another song somewhere.
Never had that.
And you don't want to take it out because you like it, but it goes so far off the field that it doesn't make sense. And
save it for parts.
basically, yeah. It's called Perfect Life. Be in tune. So when you get to tune octaves to each other, that's when you know you're in tune or not. Because you can't tune an octave. You've got to put your ear away. Anyway. I used to run with the wolves without a care in the world. I ran the plains like the wind, a beast, my freedom unfurled. We were strong in our pack. We did everything together, knowing we couldn't live apart, not without each other. Remember the times we could go anywhere we wanted, to live a life that pleased us, completely unbounded. Now let's see, what is it? No matter what the cost of our heart's desire, now we're running through the forest like we're evading a wildfire, to be able to live in a perfect world, never thinking it could ever end, without any worries about tomorrow. I want to live a perfect life again. Find the chords. Now it's been a long time since we shared the land. Oh, I miss those times. With all my friends I'd stand. Now I'm bound to my home to save my precious life. I sit here all alone, remembering what it was like to be able to live in a perfect world. Never thinking it could ever end. Without any worries about tomorrow. I want to live a perfect life again. Without any worries about tomorrow. I want to live a perfect life again. Thanks. I wanted to metaphor it, so I metaphored it into wolves.
Yeah.
I used to run with the wolves without a care in the world.
What a verb.
But with scissors.
Yeah.
You metaphor
Huh?
it, but with scissors.
But with scissors, yes, sometimes.
Not hair, but
You mixed my metaphor. I did run with scissors at one time.
I could really feel that. We've been isolating till just a few months ago.
Really? Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so strange to. When I wrote it, I was trying to. Well, it was actually an assignment. It was one of those things where a friend of mine who did a podcast said, I want you to write a song, but you get these 3 choices for your thing. 3 prompts basically. And I picked none of them, but
None of them?
but one of them said something about a perfect life, and I thought, that's what I want. I want the perfect life to come back because COVID took it.
Right, right.
So hopefully that comes through on it.
Yeah. Oh, it totally comes through.
Okay, good.
Especially being here at Kerrville.
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, that's reassuring that you got it, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.